Hey, so I'm Ramon, editor of SmartHustle.com. We're at NetSuite's Suite World 2018 in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Nevada, that's correct. We're in Las Vegas.
Yes, indeed. So thanks for being with us today. And why don't you tell us what your full name is and who you work for?
Sure, I'm James Bonomo. I go by Jim. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Regina Design.
Great. And what's Regina Andrew Design? It sounds like a very cool, interesting company based in Detroit somewhere.
Correct. We are based in Detroit, south of Detroit. It's a husband and wife. We make home decor, furnishing, lighting, predominantly lighting.
Okay.
We've been in business since 1998. It's their middle names is Carla, Regina, and James Andrew. They're husband and wife. And we make really cool high-end lighting product, mid to high-end for the home.
Love it. And so why don't you tell us what are some of the challenges, and I'm sure there's been a lot, not in a bad way, but it's a company. What are some of the challenges you guys have been through? How have you and the team helped overcome it?
Sure.
And what I'm leaning to, though, how does that help us, those who are watching?
Sure.
Give us some of the things that you can think of.
Yeah, I think that, I've been, an accountant by trade,
Okay.
did taxes and stuff, and I give financial advice. And that's when my initial role was in 2007, just doing the tax return.
Mm-hmm. That's where it starts, right?
That's where it
You see
starts.
numbers and
Yeah, and they had
about
about 4 or 5 employees, and including themselves, and making product and shipping and packing and doing those things. And James Andrew, or Jimmy as he goes by, he was really excited because he put in his first general ledger, got his first ERP system, and was excited because I could do the bank rec and start reconciling everything, get him some financial statements, get the books. But challenges, it's all about people. Any business you do, any entrepreneurial, anything that you do, whether it's for-profit, non-profit, it's always about finding the right people and getting the people to buy into what you're doing.
So, Jim, people is one of the things that are very important. And what would you advise small businesses that are looking to scale up, looking to have more staff? What are the things that you all do best to make sure you have the right people? I'm sure all the time you don't get it right. So how do you do that?
Yeah, it's having conversations for people and having good job descriptions, and people have roles, have mentors inside of your inside of your work, so people can work, teaming people up. But also it's just getting people involved, the personality, the back and forth, so they're a good fit. You spend a lot of time with these people, in a day-to-day, in a business, and there's never really, in a small business, there's no guide, there's no map. You're figuring that out yourself. Everybody's always looking for that solution. But most importantly, the solution is internally. It's in the process and everything you develop. The good thing, there's the internet. You can follow good, and
I have heard of the internet. That is
the
true.
internet. Yeah,
Yes.
you can follow a lot of those things. But making sure that person gets, because you can train people. Because that's been one of our biggest challenges. We're a lighting company in Detroit, which is autos. And so people would always find that as a weird fit. But actually, before the last 4 or 5 years, Detroit's been on a great rebirth.
Right.
It's a great story. A lot of people are moving. A lot of millennials are moving back to the city and rebuilding the city. So it's really been able to tap into that, regards, and from the local talent and stuff to work in our shop and so they can work on product and stuff. But before that, it was a little difficult in regards to finding, because everybody was designing cars.
Yes, of course.
They're not designing chandeliers or lighting fixtures
Now
or
they are.
furniture. Now they are. But yes, it's really finding that good fit and never give up.
One thing that I go through, Jim, when I'm talking to smaller businesses, especially when they're focused on design and things like this, is the balance or the challenge of the yin and yang of the design, being focused on design and beauty and imagery versus the business versus numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, you understand where I'm going?
Exactly.
Help us understand, especially those who are in fashion and design. How do you blend those two?
When you're looking at, in design, you're working on your left brain, your right brain.
Right.
So, it's not an art project. So anytime we do any hiring of people and stuff, especially on the creative team, is translating that, giving them a little business acumen of understanding of what, that the product that we're designing is to make money. The purpose of any business is to make money and grow. And so it's always good to have good financial, structure, good foundation. It always starts, we always joke that accountants, run most businesses, from a GL standpoint. But a good accountant will also let the creative understand what makes the revenue, what gives you that special secret sauce.
Yeah. And then what's been the role of NetSuite in what you guys are doing? How has that been a role? Why did you get it from the beginning?
Sure.
What happened if you didn't have it?
Yeah, it's very interesting. We looked at a NetSuite in about 2012.
Okay.
We were looking at for a solution, because we have showrooms in High Point, Dallas, and Atlanta, and Laguna, and we're going back to Las Vegas. So take a lot of these orders. And so we had it's no different. The growing pains, businesses naturally grow.
Yeah.
And then you reach growing pains, and then you have systems and processes. You go, oh, I got my ERP here, I'm using QuickBooks, and then you got data over here, and then you got data over here in regards. It's trying to find that, put everything under one hood. And then we revisited NetSuite in 2015, and the company has definitely grown up a lot. The platform was a lot more robust. And more importantly, too, putting everything on the cloud, I believe, the wire, the fiber and stuff, and the offerings, because you're relying on that connectivity.
Right.
You know, when you're running your business, so you do want to look at the productivity, and that really has stepped up too. So it was, we looked at a couple other things, and we went all in, and then we went live within 100 days, and added on the ecommerce Advanced website. So
and your website does look nice.
Thank
I
you.
mean, it's legit. I was hearing some of the recurring theme from a NetSuite executive talking about how that's one of the growth areas is that the smaller businesses, whatever definition smaller may be, kind of getting out of the pain point. We just don't need just accounting anymore. We have warehousing and inventory, and another thing I heard was we're connecting to other people. Is that another indicator as well?
Really, what it comes down to, and it's just, one of the themes I've heard, going to a lot of seminars, hearing different things. Really, the thing that really hit me is the trust economy that everybody's living in today. And so when we're living in, with Uber and Airbnb and Lyft and Amazon, the websites and everything, your trust and reputation is everything you have.
That's it.
And it's whether you're B2B, B2C, there's no secrets of anything to go there. So people come to your website, or they come to your business, your brand. No matter what you're selling, you are a brand. And your reputation and the trust is so important. And what the nice thing about what NetSuite provided for us, it gives us a nice, fully beautiful website that's brand reflective, but also it empowers our customers to shop and buy and do anything they want. And so it's real-time availability. So everything's in that omni-channel. And it's when I talk for NetSuite or when I do my presentations, I always tell people that, the one thing you're always competing against is time.
Yes.
You're not in competition not only with your peers, which other people in your industry. You're in competition with Facebook. You're in competition with Instagram. You're in competition with this phone that everybody has in their pocket that is looking at. Is that time? So if you can leverage your customers and give them the time and give them that freedom to make the decisions, they'll trust you, and they'll really be loyal, brand loyals to for you.
As we close out, Jim, why don't you tell small business owners, give us one tip, advice. It's a big question, but I know you can handle it. As you're thinking over your years of experience as an accountant, that small business owner that's maybe struggling a bit, they want to be the next company that you're with, and et cetera. What would you tell them? What's that one or two secret sauce that we close with today?
Just believe in yourself. Don't give up. Have good, good finances. Have a good, solid plan.
Good finances. Say that slowly. Good finances. That's important.
Good finances. That's the thing is, I think many small businesses they get over their head because they really don't know the backbone of the accounting and the business. It's a business. Whatever you're doing is business. So you got to make sure you have the money to back you up. But you never give up. There's always by hook or crook. There's always a way to things get figured out.
Awesome. One more time, give us your full name of the company you're with.
Sure. I'm James Bonomo. I'm Chief Operating Officer, Regina Design.
And I'm Ramon Ray with SmartHustle.com.
Thanks.